Greetings, everyone. This is Rev D, Reverend Deborah Johnson. Welcome to Get Your Yes On. Today, we're talking about yes to graduation. So, first off, I want to do a little shout out to all of you who are actually graduating or have loved ones who are finishing various kinds of educational programs. Academia is very near and dear to my heart. It's the family profession. And, congratulations for all of that hard work. And graduation isn't just a matter of finishing some sort of a formal program. Life is in session. Okay? All of life is one big curriculum. It is one big curriculum with a lot of different kinds of classrooms. And we are forever in this situation of where we are graduating. Okay? Now, this is often misunderstood because life gives us these graduation moments a lot of times when we least suspect them, and many times when we don't want them. Okay. Unlike a typical graduation situation where you're working hard and you can't wait to that day to get that cap, gown, that diploma, certification, or whatever that is. When life graduates us, it's basically saying, okay, now it's time for you to go on to whatever is next. Our reaction quite often is, I'm comfy here. I like here. Why you want to go changing things? Why do you want to go disturbing things? I'm actually kind of good at this. Well, that's why it's time to graduate. Because we're so good at it, we're not growing. Okay? We're so good at it, we're on automatic pilot. We're so good at it that it's time for us to start learning some new things, and we're taking up space wherever it is that we are, because that's for someone else now to be able to do. Sometimes the circumstances under which that graduation happens aren't necessarily to our liking. Maybe it's a loss of a job. Perhaps it's the loss of a loved one. Maybe it's some roadblock or challenge that's put before us and we have to do a pivot. We have to switch gears and go in some other kind of direction. Oh, life has all kind of ways of helping us to move along. But I promise you that if we will stop bemoaning and stop begrudging the changes, if we will look upon life as being something that's friendly to us and not unfriendly, then we will see that every time we come up to these moments that take us out of our comfort zone and that put us in a position to be able to go someplace else, do something else, relate to somebody else, try out something else, there typically is some good in it. Okay, think about your life now. I'm willing to put it to just wager on the fact that some of those moments when you grew the most, some of those moments when you got the greatest insights, the biggest blessings, the most miraculous things happen may not have been circumstances or situations that you really wanted to be in at the time. Just saying. Okay? When the universe promotes us, when the divine sees fit for us to grow and to stretch and to learn, that's not the sign of punishment or that you've done something bad. No, it's time to graduate because there's more for you. Now, this graduation thing can feel kind of crazy, like a little loop, just like in an academic program where you start off as a beginner, you start off as a freshman, you're sophomore, junior, and then you finally get to be the big one on top. You're the senior. And then as soon as you graduate from being the senior, you're back to being the freshman again. You're back to being the new kid on the block, or you're back to being in that spot where You don't know. Well, that's the way life is. This could be about anything. Just when you think you've got this baby infant thing down pat, phew, now you got a toddler. Okay. And just when you think you've got this child rearing thing going on, okay, phew, now I got a teenager. Just when you think you've got this teenage thing, phew, now I'm an empty nester. And how do I do this? Just know that those little graduations in your life, they are for your good and they are a blessing. So just stand ready. Just stand ready. It's like I keep a little invisible cap and gown with me at all different points in time. And when it looks like something is about to do and change, sometimes I just start stepping and humming pomp and circumstance and go along with it because I already know it's coming down the road. Can you say yes to constantly graduating? That's the question. So respond back. I'd like to hear from you. What are your questions about this? How are you handling it? Like this, follow me, and I'll see you next time for Get Your Yes On.